to another place. If you're not, come in with me. I'll talk about love. You say.
Hello guys, expat Ian in the Philippines, back again. Just Snickers. I like a nice Snickers now and again. Just got out the ref and they're nice and cold. They're really good. It's a really hot day again here. So, the only thing we can hear is the electric fan. To cool us down a little bit. Right, I've just got a drink. So I've just watched a video from Simon. His channel name is Brit and Pinoys. He just explained or noted, or he's seen himself after a few months that his I don't know if they changed or not. His wife, the Filipinas. When they've been abroad for a few years, or they've been travelling around with you, of course they're married to you, but you're the only one that they really interact with. Of course, if they're abroad, yes, in, I don't know, UK or whatever, they'll have a few friends, yes. Right, got a knot stuck in my tooth. I've explained this in a couple of two videos actually that I've done before. So I've noticed, and I've seen other expats, one of my friends here, and other guys. It's all happened to them the same. So you're abroad, you're doing your daily, you're working, and they're doing their things. When you come then to the Philippines, because I also said, does she change? I don't think it's that they change. It's just that the surroundings have changed. Now they are back home with their family, back home with their parents that they haven't seen for maybe years, only maybe on Facebook. Their grandparents, their children, their grandchildren. So of course they're going to want. I mean, I've been here 4 years now, and the change is immediately, of course, because they're with their family, and over the 4 years it doesn't really seem to have changed. So I've done a video feeling lonely and bored in the Philippines. You can, if you don't do something to, well, I suppose, entertain yourself, you have to be careful now, because I think many of you guys will disagree with me. You cannot stop your wife from going to visit her family and friends. You can, but oh, I think that's going to cause a little bit of trouble, guys. You've got to, I call it give and take. She's still looking after you. She's still washing your clothes. She cleans the house. And she cooks for you. So as I said, is let her then in the afternoon do what she wants. There was someone they told me a long time ago. Let your wife be happy in what she does, and she will make you also happy. You might say, yeah, sitting alone home happy is that. You can do what you want. You can play the music that you like. You can go on the TV and watch the programs that you like. You got no one said, "Oh, I want to watch that program," or "I don't like your music." That is your free time. The couple of hours that your wife is away. Cheers, guys. I'll go into it. No, for example, I was in Shanghai 2007. That's where I met my wife. And there's a lot of other Filipinos also there. Also, either they had boyfriends, expat boyfriends, so guys that were working in Shanghai, or they were already married. So occasionally we would meet up at the weekends in Shanghai. You'd see all the guys will sit together and they're chatting, they're doing their bit, and all the girls are sitting apart and they're talking. Or if it was during the week and I would meet up with my guys, my friends, so she'd come along, but if there's no Filipino there, she'd be sitting there alone. So we're all having a drink and playing pool and having a good laugh, and she's sitting there all alone. So that now is what we are doing now. We have the same situation. Now they are at home, they're doing what they want, going out with their friends and their family. And now we're sitting here. So I know exactly how she felt the 12 years where we were together in Shanghai. But so what I was going to get up this one evening. So there was a small Filipino. She was married to a German guy, big guy. And she was only small thing. And it was a bit bossy. And then he said, "Yeah, do this." Telling his wife, "Do this, do that. Don't do this. Don't come here. Go there." And I'm thinking, "Oh my God!" And my wife, she looked at her and she sat there and goes, "That's my job. That's what I have to do." I thought, "Oh really? That's her job?" That's how many of them think of it. These Filipinos when they're with their husbands. That's her job. I suppose it was like my wife when I was working. So she would get up, she would make my breakfast. Then I'd get picked up from the company drive. I'd go. So she would then clean the apartment. She would go out shopping for the evening meal. And where we used to live, there were no other Filipinos there. So I'm not sure what she used to do most of the day. See, we're working. What are our wives doing when we're away? 10, 11 hours a day. So then when I got back from work in the evening, the meal's already cooked, it's on the table, you have your meal. So you sit together for maybe 2 hours or so, and then it's bedtime. So that's what it's like then, it's all week, Monday to Friday. So then when I was sitting here, sometimes feeling a little bit alone, I was like I just said, you think back to your wife. How must she have felt when she was sitting there in a different country, no friends to talk to? Well, maybe it is, but you don't do every day. And then what's going through their head? What are they thinking? It's something to think about. It's the same as these guys that marry a Filipina and then take them back to the UK or they take them back to America. What has she ever travelled before, far away from the Philippines? Because another example was I was with my wife in Mexico. I was on a business trip for over a month in Mexico, and I took my wife with me. We thought they talked Spanish, which was good for my wife. She could understand most of everything that we're saying. The food was okay. She knew some of the foods there, and the way the Mexicans live is very similar to the Filipinos. But at the end of it, she says, "Oh no," because I could have had a chance to have moved there. So I said to my wife, "Yeah, what do you think?" Not for me. I said, "Why? Too far away from the Philippines. It takes a long time to get to Mexico from here." It was just that, like when we're in Shanghai, it's just a 4 hour flight, or three and a half, or it's just that being in the back of her mind, she's so far away from her family and her children, that just she couldn't she couldn't deal with it. So that's what a lot. You see it on YouTube. The Americans, they take the girls, they take them back to the US. In the beginning, it's all new. Oh yeah, oh big town, and oh they got you can do so many things. But then after a while, when that holiday feeling starts going away, and then you start coming into the normal life, and then say Christmas, New Year, or birthdays come up in the Philippines, and then they're sitting there in America. Then you can only see that's when they start. That's when it hits home. That they're far away from home. I don't think the guys think about that. You're married to me. You're my wife. You're coming with me. It's not all Filipinos are like that. Some they love it and they're okay with that. One says the majority of them, and the guys have to understand that. It's like the guys that come over here and say, "Oh, I don't like the food or I don't like the weather." And think about the girls when it's snowing over there in America, minus 15 or minus 20. They've never seen the only ice they've seen is from the refrigerator. Oh dear. You got to think how they feel. I suppose. Yeah. I always think it's not a big deal for them for the food, but I think in one way it is. You look at the Asians when they go abroad. What do they take in their suitcase? No clothes. It's full of food. All the different types of food that you get here in the Philippines that you can't get abroad, especially the Chinese. So yeah, there's always two ways of I think put yourself in their shoes. Either you taking them to your home country, and then you coming here and you start complaining about something. Just think about it. Well, if I take my wife back to where I live, would she like it there? Why have you left there? And then you want to take your wife with you? So, guys, just something to think about. I already said it before in two of my previous videos. Because everybody puts his finger on the Filipina, you have to try and think how they're feeling and what they've gone through. And also, you're not the number one, and you have a problem dealing with that, then you'll never be happy. She's here at home with her family. Yes, you're her husband, but her family's first. They always are and always will be. And if you try and change that, you'll be in hot water, I tell you. Some of you will say, "Oh, you're a pussy." No. What gives you the right to come over here and then take your wife out out of her family, and then you think that you're number one? No, you've got to respect their way of living and their culture. That's the way it is here. These are the things that you do your research on, and when if you think, well, I'm not going to deal with that, and don't marry a Filipina. So in saying that, guys, I'll leave it at that. Just a thought to think about. Right, take care, guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you on my next video. Please write in the comments what you think about all this. So from me, Koya Ian, it's goodbye, and I'll see you next time. So bye. Take care, guys.